Yeah, you maybe remember. I'll continue about the house and the advert I put out in a second. But do you remember the old lady I used to talk about? So I passed by her and I was not greeting her. She was talking to someone, possibly her son. He had a grey car coming from Zurich, so he's like, yeah, maybe the one that might have bought my bicycle. But she was like talking someone out of buying my bicycle so much, you know. So by now I figured that she's kind of not loyal and somehow, you know, against my doings. I'm not having anyone to talk to. I don't consider her a friend, so I'm not gonna say I don't have any friends, because the nature is my friend, always has been. But I used to talk to her quite a bit, like for an hour at a time, and then like I was gone for 2 weeks, and then I went to her place again when passing by, when shopping. So yeah, I think we are at about full moon. So 2 days ago, when it was raining that hard, I walked up here and I explained about the cat and the netherworld, and I knew and I know that it kind of doesn't exist, because the cat, if the cat had a possibility to come and see its territory and the food I would offer, and also me, it would come back. So there is no communication between our real life going on and, if existing, the ghost world, the spirit world. It cannot be that one. By now I know. And also there is no like communication, but also it's like, I'm sure that people might say, oh yeah, you know, a cat has a spirit by itself, don't you think so? And humans, they have like all individual spirits. So a cat being a universal spirit within cats, like not having a single spirit, people might say so, cannot communicate with you, you know, coming up with all these strange things. So that one isn't true. I know that a cat having such a special character as my cat has had, does have a soul by itself. And then also people go making contact to deceased ones. So I believe it just isn't possible. So on Big Brother there is a card reader or something, and she got asked how she does, she can foretell, she makes prophecies about illnesses. So actually she's scaring people, so by scaring them so much, then they might get ill if they're already weak. So that one is really mean. If she talks to people for years, like throughout the course of a years, if she has the same clients over and over again, she actually talks them into illness. So that one is really mean. And then also she went, I just see it, but all the way through explaining how she does it or what she does, she was always closing her eyes, so she couldn't look anyone into the eye. And then also when she was telling the Big Brother camera about that topic, she was taking her black glasses off, so normally people don't see her eyes anyhow, and then she was closing her eyes and not looking into the camera. So she's a deceiver, a liar, and I caught her by her mimic by her gestures and even by her words, because she explained about 2 people that actually had some sort of illness. So she told someone to go to the cardiologist, and then he said like, no, I'm a sportsman, I'm fit. Well, it's common knowledge that exactly the ones that overdo sports actually die all of a sudden because of a heart attack or heart failure, stuffs like that. That's well known, you know. And then also, like if she foretells that, if I get a sportsman asking me about stuff, I wouldn't go say, well, your trouble will be like a circulatory problem. No, he's moving all the time. So he hasn't got any sleeping, whatever, circulation. He's all on lit. So there is nothing wrong with that, but he's overdoing it, perhaps. So I might say, yeah, heartache, like breast pain, like, you know, heart attacks, heart failure, something like this. Just be aware of that side of overdoing it. Also, when there is bad air, midday people go running. That's really bad. There is other like anti-aging experts saying like, if you do overdo sports, you can never ever make up for it anymore. You just kind of get into this minus side of the free radicals and the sourness inside your body. So it doesn't have any health benefits anymore, the sport you did. So yeah. And then about my rooms, so the cat, I just wanted to interweave that one because yesterday, the day before yesterday I was walking up in such a hurry, it was raining and I had my raincoat on, so I put the camera into the sleeve and I had it in the hand but tucked in to the sleeve, like the arms. I couldn't see whether it was running yes or no. So I'm like repeating in 5 minutes, I did so right now, what I was talking about right then. Maybe in half an hour I was revealing these insights for myself as I was trying to grasp the fact that the cat has never shown up anymore since it has died. So I'm serious. I say, when I die, I want to be open for any spirit world and what I want to encounter there. It's like making a travel trip. If you have no goals, then you get asked by people to do them a favor. You wait long hours, you get invited, you meet nice people. Yeah, anything might happen. If you have a goal, you get on your train and you go somewhere and you are less spontaneous about stuff, but you actually get to see what you plan. The museums I plan to see in Europe and the cathedrals I have seen, and along that I met travelers that told me, you know, it's nice to sit in the dark graveyards of Great Britain now and then. Okay then. And then I went to the museum and looked at the supposed Arthur's table and, you know, got to see all these tourist attractions and the cathedrals and stuff. So also in Rome, people on the, I think it was Rome, or Paris, France. You know, Place de la Concorde is France, but could have been some place in Italy. And then 2 men came up to me asking me about my whereabouts, and I probably looked so strange with my African one piece, like the dress was a piece of shit. Well, colorful, yellow, black and all. So, but I wouldn't walk with them. Also in Greece, when a guy told me his brother is gonna pick me up, I wasn't too disappointed when no one showed up. I just left the train for some small village and I got to see the Peloponnese as is by that. You know, after having been to Athens and the Acropolis and museum up there somewhere. Oi, oi. This one has died. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, well. So, I was also rescuing some animal 2 days ago because there was just such a small rainfall, but constant rain. There was a lot of rain going all down these alpine hiking paths, destroying them as well. And a snail that big and real fat was in the midst of such a stream running downward. So I picked it up and I put it aside because I once learned from someone that they die when you put them underwater. I didn't know. I thought that they come from the water. Like when I lived beside a little stream, I used to throw them into the water. And I really killed a lot of them doing so. So yeah. Then I was afraid to, touch them. Now I'm not anymore. Yeah. Now the cat came into my mind again. But I need to finish about the house I'm living at and the advert I put up to get rid of the house and to find a place beside 2 small lakes in the west of Switzerland. So I'll do that on the midway bench. I'm almost there. So yeah. And I'll watch Big Brother tonight. So see you on the other side.